Tara Brach introduces the RAIN acronym, a powerful tool for applying mindfulness and compassion to navigate emotional suffering.
I'm going to use the acronym RAIN. Many of you are familiar, I know. It's a way of applying mindfulness and compassion to emotional suffering. It just got some easy steps to remember. And people find it valuable, especially when they've been hijacked, and really can't remember their way home. And what RAIN stands for is recognize and allow, and then investigate and intimate attention and nurture, which is the compassion. Then there's after the RAIN, which are the moments of non-doing presence where we start noticing, oh, a shift. What am I really? Okay, so in this example, this is when I was working with a man, an executive who really struggled with anger with his family and employees, and it really captured his identity. He was a bad, angry person. He judged himself a whole lot for being out of control. And when we practice RAIN, he had in mind a situation that brought up anger, and he recognized the anger, R. He allowed it, he let it be there for the moment. He investigated, and by the way, investigation is primarily somatic, but you can start, and it's helpful with what are you believing? And his belief was that in the moment of anger, that somebody's being an obstacle to my success, they're not cooperating, and even deeper, I'm going to fail, okay? I'm going to fail. That was under the anger, that fear, and a feeling of humiliation. And he, with it, the physicality was that he investigated explosive feeling in his chest that was driving him to action. The key question in investigating, what's needed here? What does this place need? What does this part of you need? And what it needed was to trust he'd be okay, trust he was good enough, that it would work out. And he had a grandfather who believed in him. And so he imagined his grandfather's hand on his shoulders, and that's how he self-nurtured, bringing that to mind. So he practiced this with his anger when he wasn't in the situation, but he also practiced when he was in the situation, a kind of light form of this, where he would just name it, anger, anger. He'd let it be there, he'd feel it, and he'd say, it's okay, you're good, this will work out. Okay, so he came to report in at a meditation class I was teaching for a very long time live in DC. And he told me that he was able to interrupt the acting out 1 out of 4 times, which was good. And he said he wanted to share one of those times. And this was when he was in a meeting with a project manager. And the manager admitted that the team had gotten behind schedule on a major project and that he personally had let some things fall through the cracks. So this man was feeling this rising irritation because, of course, in some way it would look bad for him and he'd feel like he was failing. And so he paused, and inwardly he's anger, allow it, investigate, feel it, breathe, it's okay. And he didn't blow up. Instead, he just kept listening and taking the man in. Long-term employee, kind of a dedicated guy, honest, thoughtful. Not only did he not pounce, but in this time he expressed appreciation. He said, I'm sure you're trying the best you can. And the manager was caught off guard. And he said, I didn't plan to say this, but my wife has stage 4 cancer and I have 2 teens and it's a really rough time. And they hugged. It was the first time at work this had ever happened to him, something like this. And then he told me, and this is when he was telling me this after class with tears, he said, a month earlier, I would have unwittingly added to this man's burden by getting angry. And there we were hugging. And it was one of my saddest and best moments. It was like I'd found my way home to being a real human being.